What is this? Are we making spam exciting? I don't know. Hello, today I'm gonna make 3 exciting spam recipes. For reference, this video came about from these comments, basically, on the screen right now. But what you guys don't know, those comments basically said, Barry, you should try spam fried. On a recent gadget video at the end, I did a bonus scene for my patrons where I actually did that. That's actually not bad. It really does help. Maybe I'm not trying to convince myself as much. This is a video right now that I filmed this morning in the supermarket. This stuff is not actually that cheap. And bizarrely, they do a maple flavored one. I didn't know that. That's awesome. So maybe this video is more for someone like this, Pretty Canady. I can't see the whole thing there. On Instagram that sent me this message saying, I don't care what they add to it. Nothing will make spam taste better. So I've got 3 recipes we're going to try right now, and I think they're all, I genuinely am on team spam right now. I'm not spamming. Let's go. All right, first up from a website called keepingitrel.com is some spam fries. I guess kind of like a panko hybrid of a spam fritter. Let's do it. All right, so Tuck is here and we are gonna fry this, so we might as well get the oil ready to one side. We have got 2 eggs that I'm just gonna beat together. We've got some plain flour, and we've got some panko breadcrumbs. Bit of chunky texture on it, okay? Sorry, it's so gloomy in here today. I hope you can see that. Like, yeah, Barry, really chunky and coarse. It just looks like one big pixel. I'm really sorry. But the studio is so nearly there. I promise you, you're gonna love it. Alrighty, so for me with spam, it is the smell and the texture visually, and actually slightly the taste when it's like raw like this. It gives me like 1980s throwbacks, and I know that's not gonna be relevant for a lot of you. I mean, 1980 was only 20 years ago. But it goes against everything that I really wanna like about food. Like the smell, the visualization, the speckledness, the fact that it's just in a tin. Come on! It's absolute chore to get it out as well, come on! There we go, oh my gosh. Like genuinely, that's dog food. But we've got a front up to it. This helped a lot of people. This isn't a sponsored video, by the way. This isn't sponsored by spam. But genuinely, years ago, it did come in handy as food. And like, it's still around, so people are eating it. I'm going to should we do some quite chunky ones? Yeah. Nice chunks like this. So 3 out of each, like a deck of spammy cards. But I think you know where this is going. We know what this is gonna do. We're gonna dredge it effectively. Try and keep one hand clean, one hand wet. One dry, one wet, yeah. So yeah, let's just take 1 bit of spam, completely coat it like this. Drop it in, turny over with your wet hand. Get this one out the way. And if you're not happy with it, you could re-dunk in flour again, but shake off any egg-cess. We use that way too much. There's too many egg puns. They're accidental sometimes. Accidental. And then drop, boom, into the panko. Let the panko do the work. To actually kind of dry it out, to make it so that your dry hand can then pick it up. And boom. See you in a minute.
A few moments later.
I honestly don't know what happened, but I forgot about the system. Let's go, 170C. Ooh, gentle. Oh, I should shut the lid really. It's going in for about 3 or 4 minutes just to brown the outside. So we're not frying the actual spam, it's the coating that's probably gonna get most of it. So I've not, don't know if actually, you're gonna love it. If I hate it, it could still be normal spam underneath, which I don't like. Ooh, there we go, look at that. I think the crunch is gonna be amazing too. Awesome. Anyone for some spam fries? Tastes like a crunchy pork pie to me. It's softened, and I think the heat is masking that kind of gelatinous, cold cat food, dog food kind of hybridy taste. I don't hate it. It has diverted my mindset. And the great thing is that someone said to me quite recently is, ketchup can kind of hide most flavors. That's fine. All right, I changed my t-shirt. I generally got a blob of oil, not hot oil, but normal on the t-shirt. So yeah, second one is sort of spam sushi. So first of all, sushi rice. It's good to wash all rice, but this stuff particularly I've found. But you just want to get the water as clear as you can, and that can become quite an obsession. So, onto the hob. Stick my lid on. And we're going to bring that to a simmer for about 10 minutes. The recipe I'm using, by the way, just says sushi rice cooked. So this is just the way I've always done it. All right, so whilst that's cooling down, I've just stirred together here a little bit of sugar, salt, and some rice vinegar just to season it. And if you've never sort of flavoured your sushi rice before, honestly, I'm no expert at this. I'm not Uncle Roger, is it? But if you've never flavoured your sushi rice before, honestly, it is game changing. All right, the sugar's all dissolved. I've seen people warm that before and also add oil in. I just really like that sugary, vinegary contrast. But if we just fold this through, I'll leave it to properly cool. So less spam? I'm a spam male. Getting subtle food puns into things is now my life work. We want, like, again, credit card shapes, but a little bit thinner. And it's gonna get fried. We're not just frying it. This is some soy sauce. And I'm sure someone told me the other day that soy sauce is better for you than light soy sauce. If anyone's got any interesting soy sauce facts, I know that's probably the most exciting thing you've heard, right? Anyhow, soy sauce with 2 tablespoons of sugar, okay? So I'm just gonna stir that through so it dissolves in there and talk a little bit louder because Boston's licking out of his bowl. The spam is not only gonna get fried, which I know I like, but we're gonna caramelize it in that sweet soy flavor too. Ah! Smidgen of oil. We do need some more sugar to one side, which we'll sprinkle on the spam. But that was just some water, which will hopefully simmer off too. All right, so we're cooking it for 3 minutes or so till it's brown, then flip it, cook the other side. Then we sprinkle the sugar on before joining it with the soy sauce sugary water thing. Ooh, yeah, that is lightly browned. And I want to put sugar on these anyway. In fact, let's do that now so it can absorb in. This is actually quite exciting doing this. So I'll push the cooking on that side and turn it over. So they really shouldn't take long because they were nearly there, but now I can sprinkle and cook those too. And then of course, we've got our soy mixture to go on that as well. Ah, what is this? Are we making spam exciting? I don't know. And pour. Oh my gosh. We simmer that now. The soy flavour, reduce it down into the spam. And I'm talking into a handle. Oh my goodness. Soaked in the sweet soy mix. Alrighty. Look how sort of floppy it is. Look at that movement in it. Amazing. That's been absorbed. But to me now, this isn't spam. This is not spam. I like this already. Alright, so we've got the sushi rice, we've got our flavoured spam and some nori, some sheets of seaweed. For the British folks among us, for another pun, this is drunk nori. Look, it's half cut. I've basically been told to make nori strips like this, not quite the width of the spam to wrap around it, alright? Amazing tip that I didn't discover this, I just found out, right? I think you probably told me that's how mostly I've learnt things over the years. Wet fingers, incredible. Just in life. So what I'm going to do is just take a clump of the rice and use wet fingers to help mould it together. And by all means, I'm not saying this is perfect, but I'm trying to get a shape that matches our sushi raft. And now we wrap it. So here we go. You can see I've actually gone quite thin on them, apart from this fat one right at the end. And what it's supposed to look like, I think we just put one in the middle. And again, the water helps. So if we just put one bit there, and I've just dampened it slightly. If we bring the other piece up, we can just dampen it round. The main thing is to dampen the seal. You just did it, didn't you? And presentation-wise, I believe you turn it over and have it like this way up, like that. You see that? Oh, there's a little bit of rice hiding. We need to get rid of you. And that is some spam sushi, and there's different ways of doing that, don't get me wrong. There's loads of recipes, which we'll come on to in a moment, for spam. But even spam sushi hybrids, like honestly, like you could do the nori wrap thing, you know, that viral TikTok thing, you could do that. But this stood out. And after making it, maybe we were about to find out why. I'm gonna rip off a bit of the spam first, sorry. Oh, I like that, but I don't like the texture. Feels like I'm eating wet compost in texture, but the taste, the sugary, salty punch, nice. Mmm. Oh, that's good. The rice really does help the seasoning of it as well. The sweetness and the vinegar punch as well. And the soy. Even the seaweed vibes are quite strong. I thought that's not going to do much. But that belt of seaweed is awesome. Wow, that's really, really good. That's got so many sweet and tangy notes. That's amazing. I love that. I think that's my favorite out of the two so far. Last up is a Spam Hawaiian burger. And this recipe is from the actual Spam website, which is actually a bounty, a resource of so many different recipes. It's crazy. This is not sponsored, but I actually did see maple Spam specific recipes on there. What I thought that could have done with is a little bit of pineapple, and that is what is going in a Spam burger. Let's go fairly fat on it, why not? It's a burger after all. Oh, that's even fatter. You look horrendous. But frying it, and it's not telling me to put sugar in it, unfortunately. I like honey, maple syrup, the soy again, soaking that flavour in. But a little bit of oil, the sugar from the pineapple, which is going to get charred as well in the Spam, and frying the onions too, isn't bad. But first we'll just toast our bun. I should have just called you Spam, shouldn't I, rather than Boston? You love it. Alrighty, that's looking toasted. Look at that, nice. Just take that off the heat for the time being. I've got my tin of pineapple here, which until about 3 months ago was my favourite fruit of all time. Also roughly chopped red onion. My current favourite fruit is a peach. I blooming love a peach. That's, like, I never really have them. So let's get those toasted buns out, which sounds wrong out of context. Get the onions in and the big wedge of Spam. Let's go for the big block. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna get some cubes of pineapple. That looks horrendous, doesn't it? Look at that. This is a bit weird, isn't it? All I know is those flavours are driving into it, aren't they? But that's basically what it's calling it, a Hawaiian burger, although there are many, 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 many spin-offs on their site. So yeah, they've actually proper spammed you with burger recipes there in every sense. Boston's lost interest, but look, the caramelisation. Can we just like remind ourselves though that it is actually come from that? So we've got the toasted bun and some burger sauce. Stick a load of lettuce on. Look at this beast, that's really, really hot. Oh my gosh. I did try and lift it on the sides, but it kept falling over. But you can see the top, that's blistered and it's really delicate. It could snap if I hold it much longer. And then we'll get the onion. I just love grilled pineapple. I love it with lime and a bit of sour cream. Boing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at that beast. That's amazing. By the power of Grayskull. Sorry, I just wanted to bring this all back together. I mean, look, these are quite cold now, but this is amazing. Is this like a whole new format of a video for me of like literally a random thing from a supermarket, like watercress, and just going down some really crazy recipes just with that ingredient, giving it like the time that it needs? We've all got taste buds. I don't like Spam. I hate the smell of it raw, but I'm about to find out if I like this. I think I know what the answer is going to be. That is remarkable. That is amazing. Where's the Spam gone? That is so delicious. Like, maybe just visually you could see the flavours that are going in there, like the charredness, the sweetness. There's a slight saltiness of the Spam as well, but you're not, that texture's gone. By warming it, it kind of like loses that processedness and becomes a dog that's eating scraps off the floor. Stop it! Absolutely incredible. I might have to do a follow-up with the maple and the pepper ones and all these other crazy ones, and even that jalapeno one that I tasted in America. Do check out that video if you've not seen it. Thank you to the names on the screen right now for supporting the channel on Patreon and have access to our exclusive Discord. Consider subscribing for regular food fun, and yeah, I'll see you next time. I've got some eating to do, guys. Ciao for now.